Hello and welcome back to another very short episode of Kerbal Space Program with me, Matthias Weiss. Today I just wanted to present you my enhanced version of the Pollux interplanetary system. Yeah, when I with the new features from version 0.19er, I experienced some minor issues while aerobraking in Julian orbit, Julian atmosphere. My spacecraft turned up into a big ball of fire. Gladly, we don't have re-entry heat, only the effects right now. So I went back to the drawing board and as you already saw, I built a heat shield for my lander, and yeah, here I have my new spacecraft completely together, and I improved the heat shield. It's a little bit dark outside here, so you can't really see it, but it looks much smoother. I worked 3 hours on the heat shield to get everything, I have struts here to make it more stable. And I already added another gimmick. Yes, you can see it here. I have a small rover attached to the lander. So with the new features I wanted to have a basic rover running on solar power for missions in this will go back to Duna, this version. And yeah, although these heat shield cover will do most of the protection job, I wanted to make sure that my main craft during aerobraking maneuvers won't turn up in flames. So the capsule and the middle part is rather unprotected because, as you see, it is perfectly covered with the heat shield. But these extension modules here, these fuel tanks and the main engines, I made some heat covers for them too. And yeah, they extend further out, so they should protect the solar panels once they are retracted too. So now it's time to test it, and tests are best done in the atmosphere of Kerbin, of course, because I don't want to fly all the way to Duna just for crash landing. I've already set a deorbit course, and what I will do now is we can start retracting the panels. It's dark here, so they don't do anything at the moment. I will leave the lights on, otherwise we see absolutely nothing here. So, retract the panel, please. Okay, that is done. Yeah, I'm pointing prograde here so that the heat shield will always be the first thing which is hit by the flames. And we can, of course, just accelerate until we enter the atmosphere. And hopefully this thing will work. So let's see. Okay, let's make a short save point here. And of course, I think we can a little bit accelerate a little bit. Oh, maybe not. It's wobbling as hell. So, entering the atmosphere, slowly but surely. And I'm really interested if this thing will work as it should be. Okay. Oop, sorry. That was a mistake. Didn't want to fire up the rockets. 50 kilometers, maybe. Yes, we can. Nah, it doesn't really like the physics warp, so yeah. Yeah, we have a small rover here, and it stays, of course, docked to the landing craft. When the heat shield is fired away, you see the decoupler below. And I really, really hope that we get a nice flame effect here, of course, and maybe some flame effects here, but I don't want so that this thing turns up into a big ball of fire. Of course, you never know how good it will work out, but I think it has a very sleek and nice design. So at least the Kerbals inside will feel a little bit more comfortable with having their fuel tanks protected from the direct fiery re-entry burns. Okay, how deep inside the atmosphere are we? Are 35, so let's see if we see some flames. Sadly, all this happens at night, so, but of course, maybe it looks even nicer if we do it at night. Okay, coming in pretty low. And all we have to do now is wait for the fire to start. And there it goes. First flames at the edges of the heat shield. No flames here yet, which is a good sign. Oh wow, this looks cool. This looks really awesome. Yeah, if you, for the guys who saw my original video with Julian aerobraking, this is a whole different story. You see barely some marginal flames here on these edges, but most of the heat is really concentrated on the main heat shield. So this thing really works. Of course we will crash into a fiery death. And with the struts here keeping everything together, we don't have any flames coming through except for, of course, the two holes for the engines, but we can't do anything about that at the moment. And it's still much better than without those, because, yeah, you see, everything's taking place at the front module, and our main spacecraft is totally unharmed by the flames. So, from my point of view, this is really a win. And yeah, you see the last flame striking here, but the panel is safe, everything is protected. That is really a cool design. And I'm glad that it worked. Okay. Yeah, that is basically all I wanted to show you today. And those Kerbals will die. It's sad, but they will die. Actually, we can at least try to... Oh no, we won't save them. Let's just crash them into the ocean. Time accelerate that here. Maybe somebody survives the crash, we won't know. Of course, yeah, normally only the lander would land. That's clear for everybody, I hope. This was just a test in Kerbin's atmosphere because I didn't want to go all the way to Duna to see that it doesn't work. But if it works here, then it will work on Duna too. And on Jewel. Now we are dropping like a rock at 200 meters per second. Nope, that won't be very healthy. Splash. Oh my god. Yep, we officially killed all our Kerbins. Okay, thank you for watching. And before I will go to Duna, I will first send a car to the moon from a moon base, and I will of course finish my lathe mission. Thank you for watching. My name is Matthias Weiss. Have a nice evening. Fly safe.